Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to make s'mores brookies or s'mores, brownies, and cookies in one. If you want to know how to make this delicious chocolate overload dessert, or would just love to watch baking therapy videos, then just keep on watching. So let's start. In a clean bowl, crack 2 eggs, add your vanilla, coffee, salt, cocoa powder, and baking powder. Mix well and then set aside. Get a pan and place it under low flame, add your butter, white sugar, and mix them all together until it forms into one mixture. Keep mixing until your sugar will be well dissolved. After that, you would want to place this over your brownie batter and mix them together. Once it's well combined, keep mixing and add your flour until you reach this stage. After that, we're going to add our dark chocolates that's chopped into cubes just like that, and then with the spatula, I'm going to go ahead and scrape the sides to make sure that the powders would be mixed in, and scrape at the bottom in a folding method, and the chocolate will melt because of the hot butter. Once the chocolate is almost well melted, then let's set this aside and we're going to start with our cookie batter. Let's pour in our melted butter, white sugar, brown sugar, and then mix it together and make sure that the sides are also mixed. So I went ahead and scraped it with a spatula, or this is what they call creaming the sugar. After that, I added our egg, vanilla, salt, baking powder, and mix them together. Once it's well combined, let's add our all-purpose flour and mix it again. So we created a thick batter, but I still noticed that there were still flours on the side of the bowl, so I went ahead and scraped it off and make sure that it is well combined. Once I'm satisfied with how it looks, I added the chocolate chips and folded in slowly so that I won't be crushing the chocolate chips. After that, I went ahead and added a little bit more just for good measure. And then I set this aside as I prepared for our pan. I'm using a glass container for this. You can use any other heat-resistant containers because we will be baking this one. So just make sure that you're gonna butter the side so it's easy for you to take out your brookies. Then you're gonna want to add your brownie batter. Fill in at least 1/3 of the pan and make sure that you're going to spread it out evenly. After you're done leveling off, now let's place our graham crackers. Obviously, s'mores should always have graham with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it into pieces. And then I'm gonna place a space in between. You can actually just stick them together, but I like doing this way. Once I'm done, I'm gonna add dark chocolate chunks. Now, why dark chocolate? Because we're adding a lot of sweet stuff with it. The mallows would be sweet, so I'm making sure that it's well balanced. Or if you want to use milk chocolate, you can also go do that. Now it's time for our marshmallows. I'm using the large ones because I want this to be chewy and gooey. So I'm placing a lot of it, and I noticed that it's filling up almost all of the pan. So I went ahead and squished it up so as to make space for the cookie batter later on. And because this is a chocolate overload recipe, so I added more chocolate chips to it. After that, I went ahead and placed in our cookie batter, and I made sure that the spaces between the chocolate and the mallows will be covered properly. There's actually an easy way to place in your cookie batter without being messy like what I'm doing right now. So if you have a ice cream scooper, do that. That would make your life easier. And then I leveled it up and cleaned out the pan before I place it in the oven. Now we're gonna preheat the oven at 175 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. Let's bake this for 30 to 35 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. Make sure to cover it in between when it starts to brown so that you won't have a burnt top like what I had right now. So I go ahead and checked out the crunchy cookie part. The chocolate was gooey. You can eat this while it's a little bit hot from the oven, just not too piping hot because you're gonna burn yourself. Or you can eat it once it's cool, just cut it into pieces like that. And as you can see, there's a lot of layers on it. It's chunky, it's still a little bit gooey. As far as I'm concerned, this one here is the winner. I hope you give this recipe a try and do consider subscribing if you like my content. I'll be putting out a lot more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye!